All right, so I have the Intellijel Multigrain. I am running a rings clone through it. This is my first patch in a video series where I'm going to be doing patches for this. This one's an easy one, but it's one that slipped past me for... I owned it for a while, and I would just use the sample slots and didn't really think to do this. It's using the loop recorder. It's really easy to get to once you know how to do it, and it just makes the most beautiful sounds out of things. Like, you could take the simplest pluck, the simplest sawtooth, I'm using rings clone, which is already beautiful, but you can take something that's pretty stagnant and turn it into something amazing. Just hold down one of the sample slots, hit sample, hit through and latch, and then hit the sample button again until latch turns orange. Now you're good. Through is going to play the signal dry, and then the latching part is playing it wet while you're using all the granular functions and modulating it. So if you want to just hear multigrain, you would just turn through off, and we'll listen to both. I'm going to quantize it. I already know I want to. 1, 3, 5, there. And let's listen to it. Let's try a different sound. I'm going to go to the green one. So you can see how cool that was. I mean, those two sounds off the rings clone, and really beautiful. And the way it just like smushes the dry signal with the granular stuff. It just, I don't know, that makes me so happy to listen to. And I've spent countless hours just turning knobs and listening to that sound and adding some weird breakbeat drums to it with the bitbox or, whatever you have for drums. But, and one last thing I'd like to note out, and I think I'd mentioned it earlier, is like when I first got multigrain, I would always try to use every sample slot and every modulation, and I would get overwhelmed and worry about all these button combos of stuff that like I never really need to use. And when I do need to use them, I can just look it up because it's something like changing in the global menu. But really, I've had my best patches starting with something really basic like this, and like you can add samples to this. So we just added, 6 more samples and a recording that we already have. So it's that fast to add them all. But like I said, usually starting with something simple, I've noticed, and then it'll kind of come to you, oh, a little percussion would be cool there. Well, let me go into my waves folder and grab a percussion and add some reverb and, modulate this. And then next thing you know, you have a full patch. So hope you liked the video. I'm going to be making a bunch of patch videos for Multigrain. And, yeah, stay tuned for that. And thanks for watching.